Hi, my dear students. Good morning to all of you. As usually, we settle here to learn a new lesson, that is, Swami is expelled from school. Oh, I forgot to ask. Have you finished the assignment what I have given? Last lesson, related to last lesson, have you framed at least 15 dialogues? Yeah, that's important. Try to make some dialogues. Whether it is right or wrong, you keep your effort, you put your effort. Effort is important. Whether it is right or wrong. Because you know very well, something is better than nothing. Just not writing anything is not preferable. To write something is preferable. So, I hope all of you have successfully completed the assignment what I have given you. So, are you ready to take another class, to take another lesson? Good. I know, you are always ready to receive me. Yes, my lesson. Right. See here, Swami is expelled from school. This is topic related to school. And one of the students, that means the lesson is yours lesson. Sometimes you may done, sometimes you may do some mischievous things while in the classroom or school compound. Then what will be done? The teacher will punish you. Sometimes you escape without leaving any trace. You do some mischievous things. If you are not found, you are safe. If you are found, the trouble arises. So, can you express me? Can you tell me any one of mischievous act you have done in the classroom or in the school compound? Yes, everybody should have at least one. It is quite the nature of children. It is quite the nature of children. If you try to explain it, you can improve your vocabulary. You can improve your speaking ability. You can improve your construction of sentences. So, yes, I know you are ready. Yes, I give you 1 minute time and express the mischievous thing you have done. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes, give that one a grand clap. Right. Now you are going to listen why Swami has been expelled. Expelled means nothing but sending out. Why Swami is expelled from school? Generally, what punishments do you receive when you do a mistake? Tell some of them in your school. Make you stand on the bench, making sit-ups, wall chair, etc., 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 impositions, etc. For severe mistakes, you don't know, because you have never done any severe mistake. But you understand what type of punishments are there for severe punishments, for severe mistakes. Severe punishment for severe mistakes. You can, from this lesson, that punishments list also. Funnily. Right. In our lesson, the main character is Swami. Main character is Swami. The role, another role, the headmaster of the school. The headmaster of the school. Next, a person who rings the bell at regular intervals of for every 40 minutes. Ding, ding, ding. Who is that? Peon. Yes, peon. Most of the students feel the spelling of peon is like this. No, this is Pune. This is the spelling of peon. So these are the three main characters in our story. Swami, also a mischievous boy. He does some mischievous things. On one occasion, one fine evening, Swami broke the window panes of the window panes like that, for ventilation we take. The window panes of the ventilator of the headmaster's room, he broke them. He felt that nobody finds him. He left her home after the school. When the headmaster notices the breaking of window panes, he gets angry. Actually, what should have happened? For example, this evening, the boy who made some mischievous thing, or the very next day, he does not want to come to school because he knows well this will be questioned the very next day, and the teacher will punish. He finds it. So it is better to be absent the very next day. After giving one day gap, again they want to come. That means they observe the situation how it is. If situation is bad, they don't want to come. If everything is fine, they want to come. Like this child psychology, Swami also absented from school the very next day when he broke the window pane. For example, this evening he broke the window panes. The very next day he was absent for the fear of. Day after tomorrow, next other day, he came to school. But he doesn't know what happens on the day. So as usually, he comes to school and sitting at his place like an innocent, not knowing anything and not done anything. This is the background of the lesson. Swami, the full name of Swami is Swaminathan. One of the students, one of the boys of the school named Swaminathan broke the window panes of the headmaster's room, and then the very next day he was absent to school. The next day he comes as usually to school and seated in his seat. Afterwards, what happens? Afterwards, what happens is our lesson. The headmaster enters Swaminathan's room. There was an ominous look. There was an ominous look. Means, seems something bad to happen. Something bad to happen. With a ominous look, with a flushed face, his face got red, indicates he was in great anger. As soon as he entered the class, he read out some of the names of the students first. Later, he read out 10 names of the students who were absent last day. Who were absent last day. In the list, our Swaminathan was also there. So all the students rose from their seats and stood politely before the head teacher. The headmaster started asking explanations for their absence to school. The first one said, "Sir, I have a headache, sir. That's why I could not attend the classes, sir." My dear students, you too give various reasons. If we ask you for your absence, do you give all the time? Do you give all the time correct reasons? Absolutely not. You try to make up, you try to make over. For example, if anybody is late, "Why are you late?" Immediately they say, "Sir, my tire was flattened, sir." That means punctured, sir. It is a Brahmastra. No teacher can do nothing. You are safe with that excuse. With that excuse. Is it right? Actually, you woke up late. That's why you were late. But if you say the real reason, why did you wake up late? You lazy fellow. Come on, stretch your hand. And the teacher beats you. So, what do? You resort to lies for safe zone. Like this, these students also started giving their explanations for their absence. The first one said, "Sir, I have severe headache, sir. I could not attend the classes, sir." The headmaster shouted at him, "Bring the medical certificate." For headache, does anybody give medical certificate? But the headmaster was in anger. He was extremely angry. That's why he shouted like that, "Bring medical certificate, idiot, sit down." The second boy said, Not sit down. He also stand up. The second boy said, "Sir, actually I started, sir. I was coming to school, sir. But someone stopped me, sir. And they informed me that there was no school, that day, sir. So I returned, sir." The headmaster shouted at him, "You idiot! Why do you listen to such loafers' words? Didn't you come to school and inquire whether it is right or wrong? For this fellow, 10 days attendance cancelled, 2 rupees fine, and make this one stand on the desk," he declared. Again he goes to third boy. The third boy is a clever one. He already observed what is going on. So the first one is safe. The headmaster did not give any punishment. So he too told, "Sir, I have stomachache, sir. Extremely, sir. So I could not attend the classes." Coming to the fourth person, he says, "Sir, headache, sir." Now the Swaminathan turns came. Swaminathan stood, and in front of him a student, Rajam, was sitting. He has pink ears. Swaminathan's attention was diverting because of those pink ears. He did not like to watch those pink ears. Those ears are disturbing him. Because he has to answer the headmaster now. So he has to think what lies are fabricated. What stories will be fabricated to tell the headmaster. But these pink ears are disturbing him. He felt whether some blackboard should be there between the pink ears and him. But it's not possible. Meanwhile, the headmaster asked, but Swaminathan was in his own thoughts and disturbing the pink ears. He did not hear the question of the headmaster. When he remained silent, the headmaster gave a big slap. He made a slap on his hand with a cane. Then Swaminathan enters this world. Once he shook his head. "Sir, that thing, sir, that one, sir. Actually, I was coming, sir. But someone stopped me, sir. They tear off my cap, sir. They beated me, sir." He wanted to tell like that. But he could not tell anything. First he thought that he has never absent. "Sir, I have never been absent, sir." He wants to tell, but attendance register is there. So if he says like that, the headmaster immediately watches the attendance register, and he was caught. He will be caught. That's why he did not want to tell that reason also. That he wants to fabricate, but nothing happens. Nothing coming to his mind. The headmaster again shouted, "You idiot! If you gaze like that at me, I will beat you severely." By saying like that, he beat it severely on his right shoulder. That cane touched and lifted from the shoulder by giving a sharp sound. He could not bear it. Immediately with the left hand, he is rubbing the shoulder where he was beating, and his eyes are full of tears, with tearful eyes. He is looking at the headmaster, but not talking. This made the headmaster got more and more anger. You useless fellow! Stood like a statue, stood like a stone. Again he gives another blow. Then Swaminathan said, "Don't beat me, sir." What did he say? "Don't beat me, sir." "Don't beat me, sir. It pains me." "Don't beat me, sir. It pains me." This made the headmaster grow in anger, and repeatedly, twice or thrice, the cane danced on his body. Swaminathan felt humiliated. He could not bear it. Then the headmaster called for the peon. Swaminathan feels, why the headmaster calling the peon? Actually the headmaster beated me, and again he wants to make the peon to beat me. Not only for the headmaster, but also peon beats me. No. If it happens, I will bite everybody dead. I will bite everybody dead. He thought of himself. But his thinking is quite wrong. The headmaster did not send for the peon just to beat him, to beat Swaminathan. What for he was sent for means, after receiving the call, the peon enters the classroom now. Headmaster asks, "Tell me about this idiot. What did he do?" The peon looked angrily at Swaminathan. He opened his words like this: "Didn't I see you?" What he said? "Didn't I see you?" The peon wanted to continue something. "Didn't I see you?" The peon not completed his sentence. Meanwhile, the headmaster intervened and said, while you were breaking the window panes of the ventilator of my room, stupid, you are the one who broke the window panes. Swaminathan first thought to deny the charge against him. What is the charge against Swaminathan? That he broke window panes. That he broke the window panes. It is the charge against Swaminathan. Right. That is the charge against the Swaminathan. He wants to deny it. He wants to reject it. He wants to tell, no, no, sir, I did not break so. I'm innocent. I'm not guilty. He wants to say, but he is hopeless. Why? Because the peon is there, live witness is there. The peon had seen him. He was caught red-handedly. So he could not do anything. He could not resist the headmaster's words. So, by saying immediately, when the headmaster beated him again, not bearing the beating, feeling humiliated, feeling insulted, he grasped the bag, his school bag, and muttered, I don't want your dirty school. By shouting at the headmaster like that, he ran away from the school, he ran away from the class, he left the school, he left for home. The headmaster asked another student to give explanation for his absence. He said, sir, my grandmother was died. My grandmother was dead, sir. Real? Okay. Bring the death certificate. No. No, sir. I can't, sir. Okay. I send one of our teachers to your area, or bring the letter for any one of your neighbors. Sorry, sir. All the residents of our area are illiterate, sir. They can't write, they can't either write or read. So I can't, sir. Okay, then I send one of our teachers to your area to inquire it. Sorry, sir. My area people don't know it, sir. Because not this grandmother, sir. How many grandmothers do you have, useless fellow? He shouted. Another village, sir, she died. So see how the students are fabricating. How many lies. First he is saying died. Next, when he was asked to bring a letter, nobody was there at home. Then you bring letter from the neighbors. All are illiterates. Nobody can write or read. Nobody can write or read. When the teacher is sent to inquire about that, he is telling, nobody knows it, because it was another grandmother. She lives in the village. So one after another, so many lies have been fabricated. That made the headmaster got angry, and he suspended the boy 10 days from school. So, this is our lesson, my dear students. Just here, what is explained the nature of children. What type of mischievous acts they do. Afterwards, how do they behave? How do they try to cover up the mistakes? If they are caught red-handedly, how some of them turn into rebels. So, these points are explained in our lesson. Swami is expelled from school. But what do you think? What do you think of Swami now? You tell. What do you think of the headmaster? What the headmaster done is right or wrong? What Swaminathan has done is right or wrong? Do you support Swaminathan's action, Swaminathan's act, scolding the headmaster, scolding the school and running away to home? Think once, which you support. That will be your assignment today. What's it? Your homework is, imagine that you were Swaminathan, that you are Swami, and make a diary entry, on the concept. So you try to prepare and we shall check in the next class. Thank you.